Hey, guys, welcome back to Africa Chat. Hope you guys are doing good. It's been a while since we made a video and decided to put one up for you guys. A few days ago, I was surfing through YouTube, and then I stumbled upon Wode channel. Those of you that don't know Wode, he's one of the biggest YouTuber in Africa. He's actually from Ghana, my country. Big up yourself, Wode, with the good job you're doing. We really do appreciate you. Me personally, I do appreciate you. I've been admiring and watching Wode work for a few years now. And I actually watched a video that he just posted, I think about a week ago. And folks, it really touched my heart. I can feel the vibes from the video, from where he was coming from and what had happened to Wode. Apparently, he was just traveling from Ghana to Togo. So those of you that don't know so much about Africa or don't know so much about Ghana or the West Africa, Togo is right next to Ghana. It's like a neighboring country right next to Ghana. Ghana share borders with Togo. And the kind of treatment Wode had and the type of processes that Wode had to go through to be able to get to where he was going, it's kind of mind-boggling. I watched the video a few times, at least 3-4 times, and it was a 19 minutes long video. I'm just going to go play a little bit clips out of what Wode experienced so that you guys actually can experience it for yourself. Let's just go ahead and watch the video, and you guys would actually, when we come back, I'll just present what I feel and what. Well, welcome back, folks. So the video you just watched, just a snippet of what we're about to talk about today. That's Wode at the border. It looks like there was a confrontation between himself and some of the security officers or the officials at the Ghana-Togo border. And to my understanding, it was just basically, even though Wode has a passport, the ECOWAS passport, the Economic Community of West African, basically the West African countries has an organization, or should I say, like a group where any West African with the ECOWAS passport should be able to travel within those countries that are within the ECOWAS. But apparently not. When Wode got to the border, he was supposed to just be able to show his passport, his legitimate passport. He's a Ghanaian, and then just enter into Togo and go about his business as usual and come back and do the exact same thing, just like we've actually had the benefit or the advantage of doing that here in America. A few months ago, I visited, my wife and I, we went over to Mexico, and all we did was take our American passport, booked the ticket, we got to the airport, immigration checked it, we were good. We got to Mexico, Mexican officials checked it, and then there we go. They gave us our passport. Now, in this video that you guys are about to watch, Wode actually explains it better than I will. So what happened is, after he got there, after he was verified, everything was good, and it was up to the point that he was supposed to go. And then the officer said he's going to have to pay some money. And you know how Wode does this thing. So let's just go ahead back and take a look at what happened at that point where money was demanded from Wode just to enter into Togo, which really shouldn't be a thing, but apparently it is. And fortunately, or should I say unfortunately, there were other people visiting from the United States, black people, black folks that came to Africa, came to West Africa, Ghana, and wanted to enter into Togo because they had already been made citizens because of the whole program coming back home that Ghana has been having for about 2.5 years now. So they had their Ghana passport. They were as equal as Wode is. They had the right to be able to go into Togo or any ECOWAS country in West Africa, but they suffered the same fate as Wode did. So let's just go ahead and go take a look at that short clip, and we'll be right back.
My goal on this channel is not to make any African country look bad, but the goal of this channel is to promote every single African country in a positive light to the world. The goal of this channel is to encourage more Africans to travel within their own continent, because I believe that Africa belongs to Africans, and it's time for Africans to cherish it. But sometimes the struggles of an African trying to explore their own continent breaks my heart. Things like this that happens at our borders always breaks my heart. I've been deported in an African country. I have been arrested in an African country. I don't know when at all will an African love himself, because if you treat me bad, you are treating your own self bad, because we are just one people. I wonder why we are just one people, but borders like this keeps on separating us.
Yeah, he had a brief interview with the a member of parliament in Ghana. Her name was Honorable Zivago Mashi. If I'm wrong, please correct me, my Ghanaian viewers. But so this lady was actually very much aware of what was going on in on the borders of Ghana and Togo, and she actually apparently she has an appointment to take charge and then get things set right over there on that side of things. So Wode had like a brief interview with her before he actually proceeded to showing us what had actually really transpired at the Ghana-Togo border whilst he was trying to get over there. It wasn't easy.
I think we need to change this as Africans.
Change what?
I'm from Ghana, yeah? I'm going to a neighboring country, which is Togo, and I have to pass through so many documentation before I cross.
On your way back,
yeah,
stop by and have this conversation, because you will be depressed. I'm telling you.
I'll be depressed going in.
You'll be depressed going from here to cross the Ghana-Togo side and cross the Togo-Benin side, and on your way back.
When she said that, I thought she was joking. But believe me or not, it's more than a nightmare.
It tells a pitiful story of who we are. That we can continue blaming colonialists for all we want, but they've been gone for so long. We need to wake up and smell the coffee.
Thank you.
We need to wake up. All these seemingly kind of handcuff things that we are doing business in against ourselves. It's depressing, really. Truly, truly depressing. Look, I'm willing to break a few protocols speaking the way I'm doing, because it's dear to my heart. I'm a member of the committee that ECOWAS has set up to look at the reparation of stolen goods of Africa. And we had a meeting in Benin. And I went as a guest of ECOWAS. You have no idea. Even as guest of ECOWAS, I thought that we could do better. And we can't do better. The excuses are too much. When they all go and sit down in ECOWAS on our behalf, I expect them to do better than they are doing. I expect our leaders, our presidents, I expect all of you to do better than you're doing. You owe it to us as your citizens, and we are demanding that you do right by us. Pure and simple. Pure and simple.
Thank you for this.
Oh, yes, yeah. You
because
have to get down.
I've been advocating for, free movement on Africa for quite a long time.
Look at Europe. Look at Europe. Look at America.
Borderless.
Can you imagine?
51 countries.
And here, just because I speak a different foreign language, what the language that binds 4 countries, Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria, the language that binds us is Awa. There are people who speak my language in Nigeria. So they are members of the committee that ECOWAS AU has set up. And currently, I am the interim chair of the EVA Commission. The EVA Commission has 4 countries in it. And all of us have that common language. Why the heck should the foreign language matter? Just because I can't speak French, they have to terrorize me and make me feel so bad. And just because they can't speak English, we have to terrorize them and make them feel bad. we need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. This is mental slavery.
This is indeed a mental slavery, and I wish Africans can understand that we are just one people, that we're divided by borders, and it's about time we start loving ourselves as a nation.
It's crazy. It's crazy. As a Ghanaian, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was really sad. My heart was actually saddened to see such division, if I should say. And it's really sad that as Black people, as Black folks, as Africans, we cannot just come to understanding that even in Africa, we are the same people. We should come together. We should build together and make Africa much more of a better place than it is right now. And it's like every time, I've had so many stories about it. I've heard Black folks from here that went to some part of Africa and then had something that wasn't really pleasant. They had some sort of a pushback. And I've actually had friends go to Ghana. They're from the United States. Well, they're from Ghana. They were born in Ghana. They lived here, as I live here right now in America. And then they went back to Ghana for a vacation. And then they get to the airport and they were so molested. Like, they were embarrassed. They were disrespected by the Ghanaian officials at the Ghana airport. And I seem to don't understand. I ask myself, why is this happening? And why does this keep happening? You keep, as African, you always hear stories like this. Oh, our people don't really care about us. Our people don't care about each other. And I'm seeing the exact same thing here when it comes to America. Most of the time, you see a lot of black crimes, which that's something we're just going to talk about another day. But for now, we really focus on what Udumaya experienced and what he had to say. And then afterwards, I would just chip in my view, supporting my brother. Udumaya is really doing a good job. He has kind of been able to find a platform or some kind of a bridge between African Americans and Africans. Udumaya, I want to say, is one of the people that brought about coming back home, the diasporas coming back home to Ghana and to Africa or any part of Africa. Udumaya has been very instrumental to this. And then it was kind of like really a happy moment when I saw on the news that the Ghanaian president, the current Ghanaian president, Nana Akufo-Addo, actually made it official, invited Black Americans or African Americans or the Afro-Americans to come to Ghana, be able to get a passport, be able to become a citizen if they wanted to. And then it took off from there. But there's one person that really needs the recognition that I think personally really played a part in this, and that's Udumaya. I've been watching Udumaya for years, and I really do commend what he's doing. I really appreciate. Part of why I actually started my channel really is what Udumaya is doing. I was following him for some time. I was watching the videos around when he was going around different African countries and not just where he was from. And then I through his channel, I came to see a lot of stuff that I didn't even know even as an African. So, well, big ups again to Udumaya. And I hope you're not going to get mad that I'm using your content. But hey, after this video, guys, I'm going to put Udumaya's entire video that I'm actually talking about in the description down here, and then you could just go check his channel. If you don't know him, go get familiar with Udumaya's channel, follow him, like, subscribe. He's got really good content. He's one of the biggest African YouTubers anyways, if not the biggest right now. So let's just go back and get back and dive back into the video.
I'm good. How about you?
I'm wonderful. We're not wonderful. We're being delayed here at the border, and they're having us come in there. I became a Ghanaian citizen, and I got my ECOWAS card. Now, what are they doing?
Right.
They're not letting us across.
I don't even know, because even me, they're holding me. I'm serious. They're holding me.
How is that possible?
It's possible. They are holding Wode Maya. I love the fact that the diasporans are connecting back to the motherland, and it's time for the government of Africa to create a system that really support the diasporans coming back home. Because whenever they come back home, they want to feel at home because they've been through a lot in the diaspora. You don't expect them to be going through racism in the diaspora, and when they come back to Africa, they go through discrimination. This is what we're trying to avoid if we are telling our brothers and sisters to come back home. So most of you will be wondering what really happened. This is our flower border. I was on my way to Benin to go for the Voodoo Festival that is happening in Wode. I hope we are not going to Wode. Are you going to Wode?
Why?
So we are going for the festival? Oh, wow. So as a Ghanaian with ECOWAS passport, I need to just cross the border with no issues by just getting my stamp. I had all the documents for my car and everything, but that alone, we had to spend over 1 hour at the Ghana border, which I think it was even way smoother. It's just that the process was a bit tedious. This whole process is frustrating, man. Like, we spent our 1 hour already, and nothing is happening. We had to go stamp our passport. We stamp our passport from the Ghana part. We have to go register the car. We've done that already. Now they are saying that we cannot move if we don't show them the paper. So it's like he has the thread over there, you see. So it's like he's arguing, like, what's going on? This guy is like, he needs a paper before he allows him to pass. But I've already taken the paper from us already. Like, we are in Africa, yeah? And we're struggling. Like, this is mental slavery, man. But right after that, that is when all the wahala happened, when we were trying to get a stamp from the Togo border just to enter Togo, then from Togo to Benin. So now we're done with the Ghana side. We are about to face another wahala at the Togo side. This is crazy, man. Huh?
What does it say?
According to the law, citizens of members of countries of the ECOWAS have the right to travel. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but what are they telling you?
That you got to pay. But it's saying that but they're saying that
no
they
receipt.
can't enforce it.
No receipt.
They cannot enforce it. That's what they're saying. They cannot enforce it.
Okay, so we are also going to check it out right now, and then I will let you know what happens, man. So how much did you pay?
0.
You didn't pay. Apparently, at the Togo border, they will not stamp your passport if you don't give them 2,000 CFA. Did they ask you all for money?
Yes.
So did you pay for it?
Yes.
Some of you paid.
No receipt.
No receipt.
No receipt.
Even with the ECOWAS. Then I have to challenge that I'm not going to pay because I have an ECOWAS passport.
I'm sending your picture to Mama Vera.
Oh, do that. Okay. Which I have no problem paying the 2,000. But the problem that I had, the fact that they said no receipt for paying 2,000 francs. I was there and I saw a lot of people queuing, and all these people are waiting to pay the 2,000. Those who don't have 2,000 get stuck at the border. I don't understand this. Like, this is the Togo embassy, the Togo border, and they are telling us that we have to pay 2,000 for each passport, and you don't pay, we are not stamping your passport. And when you stamp your passport, no receipt. But according to the ECOWAS law, if you have an ECOWAS passport, it's okay for you to pass through.
And we're not letting any member country for up to 90 days. They have been subject to any form of harassment, nor must they pay for a residential permit.
You are breaking the law. You are breaking. So now we finished.
This is crazy. And she's like, I'm not going to take your passport if you don't give me 2,000. The meal. Why the meal? Will you give me receipt for the meal? Wow. They saw me narrating what happened on camera, and all of them were super scared. And they grabbed my camera, and that caused the chaos. I had to fight for myself because even the Ghana immigration border were saying that, Maya, I'm so sorry. I wish I can help you, but what happens in Ghana stays in Ghana, and what happens in Togo stays in Togo. So,
well, in summary, so Wode went ahead and met a few African American. Some of them are actually Ghanaians, but they were born in America, so you may not hear the accent. But he met with those women, and these weren't just young women. These were older women. They could be my mom. They could be our grandmothers that were so excited, so happy to go back to Ghana. And they're currently just touring around the continent, you know. And for them to go through such a hustle, it's just kind of really sad, if you ask me. And it's really absurd. I was really upset at that point when I realized that you guys are calling people to come back home, but when they get there, they have to juggle their way around to just have a free movement. Instead, you want to charge them every turn and angle that they make just to take their money, basically. And then, oh, hey, I just wanted to put this out also. This is not just being done to just foreigners, or let me say the Afro-Americans that are coming back home. This is being done to Africans, by Africans, to Africans. And that is the most saddest part of the whole story, and I decided to talk about today. Because how do you live in the same country and have colonizers come over hundreds of years ago and then divide you guys? And they've left. They've since left. And I don't believe there's any African country, as I'm talking to you right now, that has been colonized. Well, there's China, but you know what I mean. That's been colonized at this age, that we should still stick and abide by what they actually said between us. There was this video that I actually I found. I stumbled upon on the Wode video. I think on the latter part, when he was almost finished with his presentation of this video, he played of one of the African leaders, and that really got me so emotional, guys. It got me so really sad. I'm gonna add that to this clip once the Wode tour is coming to an end. I'm just going to let that side also play out so you guys could hear the wisdom that this man actually spilled, and we can come up with something else. Why should I have to go to Ghana right now with a Ghanaian passport that has a big ECOWAS written in the back? Guys, if you haven't seen the Ghanaian passport or the West African passport, it's all over Google. Google it, and you're going to see it's got a big ECOWAS on the back of it. And then you on the front cover, actually, and then you could see that should be just a simple indication that this person should be able to have free movement within Africa. But apparently, it doesn't happen like that.
They said because of the video, that's why they're called to submit.
No. We're talking about our rights. We're not talking about any video. We're talking about our rights. The people who already have ECOWAS cards.
We've already talked about it.
They should not let our sister out, and they should not. We have elders here. You people are extorting money from elders.
Yes, I'm 78 years old. You asked me for money, and I've been a Ghanaian citizen for a long time.
We're all one people. Y'all need to stop that nonsense. You are no better than us. We are no better than you. We are one people. You got to stop the ignorance. You need to stop that ignorance. Who taught you that nonsense? What parent taught you that nonsense?
They think they're friends.
But listen, the reason why we do such videos is to change what happens at our border posts. I'm not here to make any country look bad, but I believe that the president of Togo and the president of ECOWAS, I mean the chairperson of ECOWAS, who happens to be my president, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, I think something must be done at this Aflao border, because to so many people, they are scared of using that border.
Each other, and you need to support each other. And as I always state, you are not competitors. And I think the big mistake we have made is by making each other competitors. We are not competing. We have yet to satisfy our respective markets. Our problem is that we are not working closer together to meet the demands that our people have.
Final message to everyone watching this video.
Yes.
I know.
Tell them something.
We should be able to pass through Africa freely as black people, period. We don't have to stop at borders. We came all the way across the water to get here. We do not have to cross borders like this and pay every single time. That's my final word to you.
But I would like to say we all have our proper ID. We should not have to stay here at the Ghana border. And we're all Ghanaians. We should be able to pass on to the Togo border.
How long have you been here?
We've been here for over
2 hours. And if we have our papers in order, Gina, we're right. We shouldn't have to stop here on this end as opposed to waiting until we get to Togo. What's the purpose of the ECOWAS card? What is the purpose?